Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I am feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. I think I honestly haven't been getting as much rest as I needed to, and then it had warmed up in Cleveland over the weekend, so I wasn't even taking my own advice of making sure that I stay wrapped up in this weather, but I'm feeling a lot better than what I was feeling yesterday morning, so God is good. So the goal for today is actually another one of my yearly goals. Apparently God chose to jam pack them all into February for some reason. But the goal for today is to be mindful, okay? Be mindful. And the reason that this is one of my yearly goals is, again, I honestly think last year I was taking a lot of things, not taking them out of context, but I was letting my anxiety and my nerves and the present situation of what I can see just throw me off the hinges. Like, I was really worrying about every single thing. And the reason that I made this particular goal, one of my yearly goals, is because I know that everything that I can see at the moment isn't everything that's working or isn't the end situation. So when I am saying be mindful, so the goal that we're going to set today with being mindful is making sure that we take all things into account before we jump to conclusions on something. So to be mindful is, like, I know you guys have probably heard a lot of people say, to keep this in mind or keep this in mind. To me, that's being mindful, is keeping things in mind. So even though you're looking at something or you're viewing a situation or you're in a situation that doesn't seem to be what you thought it would be, or it doesn't seem that it's going to work out for what you intended or with your best interest in heart, keep in mind that there's a lot of other things that are in play that are going to affect that situation, or there are a lot of other people in play that will be affected by the situation. So it's not just all about yourself, or speaking for myself, it's not just all about me. Ashley, it's not all about you and what you can see. Okay, a lot of times, especially Christians, if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in God, a lot of times what you can see is not even a fraction of what God has intended or what God has planned. So we cannot all the time go off of what we can see all the time. Sometimes it's plain and clear. Says it's wide open. But a lot of times what we see is not always what's going on behind the scenes or what the end result is going to be. You also have to be mindful of other people and other people's situations, and that's a big one, because I a lot of times get so frustrated with people and their attitudes or how they act or different personalities that they have. But I have to be mindful, or I have to keep in mind about how they were raised, about their home situation, about a variety of other things that are making this person act the way that they act. Okay, so I can't always necessarily feed off of people's vibes or their energy, or have to keep in mind that they may be going through something that I don't know anything about that could really be affecting their mood, their attitude, their personality, and how they're acting towards me or towards the situation. And that's a big one, especially at my job. Like, I get very annoyed with people at my job, but God has been telling me, Ashley, be mindful of what he or she is going through, and try not to let your tone be rude or disrespectful. Or that's a work in progress for me, because it's easy for me to react based off of what you're giving me. It's easy for me to do that, but being mindful is really helping me pause, internalize, think about some things, and then have a comment, and then react. I'm like halfway successful with that one, so today we're going to be mindful and we're going to keep a lot of things in mind, not only people and what they're going through, but also situations, and understanding that what you see is not always what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so be mindful of that today. Be mindful of every situation or every person that you encounter today, and really try to be aware of different things that are going on, so that your reactions are not reactions based off of the current situation, because sometimes those reactions can be negative. If we're just gonna call it like we see it, sometimes our reactions are awful, but we're going to be mindful today, which is going to allow us to be aware and allow us to really think about things before we respond. All right, so that is the goal for today. I hope you guys really enjoy this goal for today, and I hope you just have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.